everybody, welcome to Card of the Month Club. This month we are going to be making a Harvest Shaker card, and you can use it if somebody has a fall birthday or to wish somebody a happy Thanksgiving or however you would like. This is a shaker card because the little materials and sequins and beads inside the plastic sitting on the front of the card will move around when you shake it and move it. So this is what we're going to make today. It's really very simple. The first step is to take your piece of craft colored card and fold it in half to make your card base, just like that. Step 2 is you will see you have a piece of yellow paper in your bag, and I've already pre-stamped it in brown with the Harvest of Plenty stamp. And you're going to trim it down just a little bit so it fits on your card. You want to leave a little bit of the craft colored brown behind it to show, to frame it. All right, so that's step 2. Step 3, you are going to take your frame that you have in your package, and mine's pink, and some people will have striped ones and purple ones, and it doesn't really work with the Harvest colors. So I'm going to cover it. I have given you all a piece of red paper. You're going to put it face down on your table and cover your frame with tape and put it colored side down on your frame. So this is what it's going to look like. And you need to take an X-Acto knife and just cut it out around so that you will be finished with a card or with a frame that will show you the color that you want. Now, as you can see, there's little bits of paper that didn't come off very well. So I'm just going to take an emery board. We all have them kicking around the house, and just sand down those pieces that didn't come off, and see, it smooths it out and makes it a better, makes it a neater frame. I've already cut out my entire frame because it takes a while to jig around all those little jogs, and I don't want you to have to sit and wait while I'm doing it. So mine is all ready to go. I've sanded it, put the paper on and cut it out, and then when I was finished, I like just to finish it off so that the white of the cardboard doesn't show. I took a black marker and ran it around, drew around the edges. You don't have to do that. That's fine. That was just my choice, and I'm offering it to you if you would like to try, because the black doesn't stand out as much as the white when you have it on the card. Like that. It just finishes it for me, but I might be being fussy. Now we're going to take our frame and put it face down on the table, and you will see in your package I have given you 3 squares of double-sided tape. Now this is foam tape that I just pick up at the dollar store for $1.25 for 18 pieces, and you're going to cut the squares into strips and lay the strips around your frame. Now I don't want to have to wait while I cut out all my strips and make them fit together. So I'm going to use a roll of tape, foam tape that I have. But before you put those strips on, the most important part, and I keep forgetting to do this, is in your package you have a piece of plastic. Now this is plastic from the front of a package when you buy a toy at the store, or anything that comes in one of those plasticky packages. All right, you are going to, I just saved them and then I cut them up to make shaker cards. Okay, so I'm just running tape around. My tape runner really isn't cooperating with me today. It's a bad one. I'm gonna have to get another one. You want a good amount of tape on the back of your frame, and then you are going to just put your plastic on here. Okay, so you need to have that window, that plastic window, and I am just going to trim it so that it's not showing. And this doesn't have to be a neat job because it's going to be on the back and there's paper behind it, so nobody's going to see. You just don't want it sticking out the front. Okay, and make sure that it is sealed. All right, now you are going to take your foam tape and cut it into thin strips and lay it around the frame, and you're just going to put it just inside of the opening. Okay, it's important that your foam touches everything. All right, you don't want, see, I've left a gap there, and you don't want that because all the little beads will run out the gap. So if you have a gap, it's important that you just adjust your tape. When you've got the plastic down, the tape fortunately moves really easily, and you can stick in pieces and adjust it because you know, it doesn't get stuck to the cardboard of the frame. And that little piece, I am just not being able to. I need to try that again. This is a fiddly part. It does take a little bit of maneuvering to get it to go just the way you want. And some days I do it first try, and some days I have to repeat the process. I'm gonna put, and it does help if you don't cut your tape on an angle, if you make sure that all your ends are straight. Now, which is going to make it easier for you because the strips are only so long and they already have the straight ends. I just can't give you the rolled tape because there's only one side being covered, and otherwise it would stick to everything in your package. So that's why I give you the squares and you have to cut them. Okay, there we go. I've got that done. All right. So this is what the frame looks like. You can't see the tape through. I've got a little piece of the static cling. It's often a good idea if you have a bounce dryer sheet to give your plastic just a once over with the bounce dryer sheet, and you will find that your sequins and everything move more easily. Now, you are going to take the strips of paper, the second covering, off just three sides. You want to leave one side with the tape. All right. Now, on your instruction sheet, I have told you the size that you need to trim your green paper to. So trim your green paper and then stick it onto the three sides that you have exposed the tape from. Okay, so it's sealed down. And then I'm just going to trim it a little bit more so that the green isn't going to show. Cut that out because we don't want it showing behind our frame. There we go, just like that. Okay. Now, you have a bag with sequins in it, all right? Inside the bag, there is also a little wood piece. You need to take that wood piece out because for this part, you only want the sequins, okay? On the fourth side that isn't taped down, you're just going to stick your finger in and take all your little beads and sequins and pour them into your window. Oh, this bag got 2 pieces of wood. Wow, look at that. I'm lucky. All right, once that's down, see how they move around and you've got a bit of a shaker. Okay. And once that's down, just fold back your paper, pull off the 4th piece of tape covering and stick your paper down. Now be careful, inside that package there are micro beads, and when I was doing mine, they like to stick to the tape and move around, okay? There you go, that's the shaker. Let me get all that staticky plastic and extra pieces of paper off. Okay, so there's our ball shaker, just like that. It really is very easy to make. And the next step we're going to do is just glue it onto the front of your card. For this part, I find that you need to have a very strong dry tape or use liquid glue. They hold better. And you're just going to put some glue on the back of your shaker and glue it onto your card like that. Okay. The next step is you're going to take your wood piece that I have given you and you can color it. You can use markers. You can use, sit it in a cup of strong tea for a minute, rub a wet tea bag over it, use ink, whatever you would like to do to color it. I'm just using a little bit of ink from a stamp pad that I've got, and I wanted to do it orange. And then I'm going to just glue it onto the front of my card, of my shaker, like that. Okay. The final step is you're going to open your card and about 2 inches, because the Harvest of Plenty is 2 inches, okay, from the bottom, you are going to put a slit in the fold of your card. Just a small one, it doesn't have to be big. And you are going to take your twine and put it through the fold. And bring it around, and if you want to, on this card, ooh, that tape, I'm going to throw that one out. On this card, I wrapped it through twice, or you can just do it once. It's totally up to you. I put it through the hole, and I'm just going to make a little bit of a knot. Oh, this one I think I might do a bow. All right, and put my, there we go. And I can trim my bow and have my harvest card. There we go. All right, and there is the harvest card. Okay, I hope you enjoy making them, and I'm sure you have lots of people who will be very happy to get them. They're fun when they shake. Before I say goodbye, I'm just going to give you a quick show of next month's card. Next month we will be making a slimline card. They're all the rage right now. Everybody's making them, and this will be a happy birthday card for someone special, someone sweet. Have a great month, and we'll see you next time. Bye.